problem, I want to figure out the shear force developed in each of these bolts, which are spaced 250 millimeters apart for this built-up section that I have here, knowing that my applied shear is 35 kilonewtons. Okay, so I'm trying to find the force basically through each of these bolts. Okay, so we're going to use the VQ over I equation. So the first thing I need to do is find I, and before I can find I need to find the centroid. Okay, so I'm going to use this cross-sectional area, figure out the centroid of, of these three rectangles that I have pieced together. And once I have that, then I can find the moment of inertia about that centroidal axis, that neutral axis. Find the moment of inertia using parallel axis theorem, 1/12 BH cubed, so on and so forth, for a distance away from this neutral axis I just found, and that'll give me I about the neutral axis. Okay, then Q again is the centroid times the area of the piece I'm looking for, and again I'm looking for essentially the shear flow at this intersection between the two boards. So I just look at, I basically make my cut there and look at one side, which would just be this board, okay, which will have an area of 25 millimeters by 250 millimeters, okay, and its centroid from the neutral axis, okay, now that I know my neutral axis and I'm 125 from the top, okay, that will give me the location of the centroid of this piece right here, okay. Once I have that Q, then I can apply my shear flow, which again is just the 35 kilonewtons times the Q, again, and that's Q using this area right here, taking it times its centroid, divided by I, and that's the moment of inertia about the neutral axis. Okay, that'll give me Q, which is about 50 kilonewtons per meter. Well, now knowing that these are spaced at a quarter of a meter, 250 millimeters apart, okay, I know that Q is 50 kilonewtons per meter times 0.25 meters. That means the force in each bolt is 12.5 kilonewtons, and I can design a bolt accordingly, knowing the properties of the material of the bolt and things of that nature. But again, this is the amount of force for each bolt along the length of the beam, and that's really what shear flow is used to calculate.